All right, good people. What it do? Part two of what happens when you transition, when you die, whatever you want to call it. Part two. Y'all heard me on part one speaking about who's the judge and the judging, and you are the judge. You are the judge, and we'll watch a whole review of your whole life go past like you watching a movie. You are the judge. You will get to stop and pause. I did that. I said that. Oh my gosh, that was me. Get to do all that. And at some point after that, you, like I said on part one, there's a decision made that if you have to come back here or not. You can come back in a different body, male, female, animal, rock, plant, tree, whatever. You can come back as multiple things. If you have balanced out your karmic account, and after your review of your life and everything is balanced out, you came to do what you had to do, into some cycles, you go on to wherever you're going in the spirit world. You could be somebody's guardian angel. You can go to whatever galaxy or planet you're originally from, because all of us, some of us has been different entities on different planets. I come from a whole nother planet originally. All right? But I want to talk about what happens when it is decided that you have to come back here because you've got some cycles you need to complete, right? This is the question where people go through traumatic experiences that ask questions like, how does God let babies die? Why are people born with crippling diseases to where they can't even walk? Why are people born paralyzed? Why are people born with, whatever it may be, and they go through their whole life? Why do children die at 8? Like, these are all the questions that people ask when they are trying to understand, and understand reincarnation, soul contracts, and things of that nature. So make sure you watched part one before you watch this one. All right? Catch yourself up on part one of what I just posted. This is part two. When it is decided that you have to come back here, right? Some people have a lot of karmic debt that they have to pay when they come back here. They may have done some people wrong. They may have didn't complete some things they needed to complete whatever the case may be. If you have a lot of karmic debt, when it is time for you to reincarnate and come back here, it has been decided, you know what? Boo-boo. Your karmic meter was like, womp, womp, and you got to come back, right? A way for people to pay off karmic debt in one whop. There's options. Think of it as a life insurance plan or something, or health insurance. You got different packages you can take to come back here. Let's say your karmic debt is a little high, right? So high to the fact you might be like, yeesh, I might go back in this lifetime and still don't clear out all this karmic debt that I have. I might end up coming back again after this. There's an option. There's always options. I try to explain this in a way that it makes sense to people. You can choose to come back with an illness, with a disease, born with it, right? Because when you do that, some people choose to do that to pay off a huge karmic debt that they need to pay off, and to completely diminish the idea of coming back again after this one, right? Your soul chooses that. Nobody comes here just randomly, here I am. Your soul chooses to come here every time you come. Your soul chooses the lessons, everything. Now, the universe or God or whatever throws you some lessons to learn, and you take some detours through life, but you still gonna come back around because you still have cycles. Some people choose to come back here with an illness, disease, something along those lines, to pay off all of their karmic debt, right? Some people choose to come back. Think of it as, let's say, after your review of your life, you had 2 years that you was a hot mess, doing people wrong, lying to people, cheating, stealing, whatever it is. Very low vibrational, being. Doing the most. You can choose. After you review, it's like, I was like that for 2 years. The divine sitting there like, you your own judge. You your own judge, baby. You did it for 2 years. What your own do? You can choose options. I'm going to go back for 2 years. At the age of 2, I'll transition. It happens. It happens. These are options. A lot of people don't understand why children die or transition. People that don't understand soul contracts and that everybody comes here on a contract. They can't for the life of them wrap their head around how miscarriages happen, right? How babies are stillborn, how a child is killed at 8 years old in a car accident. Again, you hear me say all the time, a leaf does not fall from a tree without the creator of everything knowing before it happens. So this means the creator of everything already knows everything that's about to happen. Which means for whatever reason that other people don't know, your soul chose to come here and die at the age of 5. You had maybe 5 years of some kind of karma that you needed to pay back, clear, whatever have you. But the thing is, it ain't up for chance, right? It's in divine order. This is how this is. People get bent out of shape because they don't understand soul contracts and they don't understand there really is no such thing as death. It doesn't exist. You have to give this jacket back to Mother Earth, to Gaia, who is going to very willingly receive it to, nourish and replenish herself. But your soul, your spirit goes on to do other things. You have a soul contract. Miscarriages. I've had them. Very sad time. And at the time that I had them, I wasn't conscious, so I really couldn't understand. But now that I am, I had a son in my womb whose soul contract was not to come into this world physically. He chose me because you choose your mother and father. It's not a perchance. You choose your mother and father. He chose me to be in my womb, even though he knew, which he did. Well, one of my sons, I miscarried. Another one of my sons I had, and he lived for 20 minutes. I had him at 15 weeks. They chose this. My other son chose to come here and live for 15 minutes. It was his contract. Do I think about him all the time? But I already know where his soul is. That's another story. That was his contract. There is no just random that happens when it comes to our lives. Nothing. Everything is in divine order. From the second you leave the conscious world, the energy and space where only the divine and your spirit can dwell. Once you pick your mother and father and pick the womb to go into, there's your contract. You talk to the divine or God, whoever that is for you. You judge what you need to go back and finish, how long you're going to be here. All of that. The divine already knows when you're going to transition and how. Soul contract. This is your girl, Divine Karma. Y'all know the drill. I love you, and I love it when you love me.